that top PD, and of course, you know, those back trucks at the back of that P2 side. So we're obviously getting into it right now. Let's see how these teams play.
Yeah, you can see Minnesota Floppr already getting to that hill, holding down that P one time. Oh my God, big battles out here. Oh, you didn't even see him. There is 2 big kills that are happening with, with Minnesota Floppr. Now the kill feeds are just going back and forth with Maui Chums starting to pick up some kills. Looking like teams are trying to fight for those P2 spawns. It looks like as no team is currently on the hill. But now Maui Chums have stuck on the hill. You got player 3 on catwalk 4. He gets taken down. These Minnesota Floppr players are in control of the P2 spawns as currently as it sets up right now. And they're currently on the hill right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, Minnesota Floppr, for the time being, they have that rotation to P2, but Breezy's maybe trying to make something happen behind it. They all spawn up at the bottom P2 area. Cobb is able to pick up Curdy at that back PD area. So you got a clean slate right now. You got a great setup to maybe cut down some players, but as Breezy finds Cobb in that back, I mean, things become dangerous very quickly for the Minnesota Floppr.
Yeah, it's gonna be a big battle between Big Dog and Curdy. Big Dog wins that, but he gets traded out by Forever. Forever last is in the back, trying to be the anchor for the team. He finds another kill, trying to find a third, but he gets taken down. Now the Minnesota Floppr players are stacking this hill, making sure they get as much pressure on this hill as they can. The nade does take out a player and a teammate, so Minnesota Floppr starting off first 2 hills, 35-7. Is Forever last gonna hit this hill for the last time? He does find one. Can he find Big Dog? He cannot. Big Dog being the big dog for this team right now, making sure the rotation is on for the Minnesota Floppr. But Maui Chums are currently holding down this rotation for this P2.
Flex got the Lockman in hand. Like to see that, but you know, for the time being, Maui Chums have that good rotation. They're trying to come back into this game. Minnesota Floppr got very solid 49 points through the first 2 hills of the game. Now it's kind of up to them to extend that lead. But, I mean, the Maui Chums are locking down this orange side area, and Flex, he's going in with the knife.
Flex with
the knife. Lord.
That's fine, too. Trying to find a third, but nope. Forever takes him down. Maui Chums trying to get some of this hill time, trying to come back in this game. 30 seconds left. If they hold this, they can be in the lead here. So they're doing a great job. Kill feed just lighting up. Sending up the top game. Trying to get in here, but he gets taken down by the Maui Chums. Too much Maui Chums pressure on that top AC hill, forcing a bottom embassy rotation for Minnesota Floppr. They're going to have to hold here. Or you can see Maui Chums start to stretch their lead.
Yeah, Breezy's trying to make his way through that backside of the map. Like the play, but will Minnesota Floppr be ready for it? Doesn't look like they are just yet. They're allowing some of these players to sneak in through that all side of the map. Big 2-piece out of Breezy right there to open things up. Now, Flex Luther, he's going to have to react because there's no more Minnesota Floppr on the map to make a play.
Yeah, he just decided to slow down, play his time, wait for his teammates to get there. Maui Chums does break in. Flex Loser does find one. Can he find another? No, he cannot find that kill on to Static, but he is throwing his nades, throwing his tactical stuff. We can find, he finally does find Static. He finds another. Flex Luther took his time, but he has broken into this hill for his team.
That's Breezy having an absolutely fantastic game so far. It's led the Maui Chums to a 30-point lead. Going into this P4, Static still trying to make things happen for the squad, but with 13 seconds left to go, you see Breezy, he's going to rotate to that new hill. Minnesota Floppr spawning at that tennis side area, but Maui Chums already ready for this rotation. A very solid P4 out of them. Minnesota Floppr have fought their way back into this, so there's a lot of Floppr around this new hill.
Yeah, Big Dog with a big kill to get into that hill first before now Curdy Jack takes him down. Maui Chums control this hill, but there is pressure from the Minnesota Floppr all around this hill, waiting to pounce as a squad. Is Curdy Jack going to be ready for this onslaught? He is not, as Minnesota Floppr breaks into this hill. Now they're trying to crew hardpoint time, trying to find themselves back in this game, but they got to watch out for Forever, who's always in the back. Forever last, going to be the last player for Maui Chums, always there for his team as Maui Chums gets to the 100-point mark.
They absolutely do. Maui Chums doing a solid job on this P5 of kind of just holding down this hill for the time being. Static trying to break on in and get a big 2-piece, but it's going to be Curdy still on that hill, and Cobb is not ready for him just yet. He's got that Opti Gaming Vaznev ready to shoot, but Forever is going to sneak on in and break that open. Forever with an absolutely fantastic game so far, 17-7. He goes on a 6 streak. He finds that cruise missile, and that's a big piece of artillery to have before the next hill pops.
Yeah, man, to get a cruise missile here in Embassy is big, especially if you can drop it down on one of those outside hills. The Minnesota Floppr, they're on this P1 hill trying to get his hard point down. Chewy in bottom bedroom holding it down, but big onslaught of kills from the Maui Chums as they take down these Minnesota Floppr. But you see the Minnesota Floppr, they respond instantly. So this game is going back and forth as far as the kills are going back. But look at Minnesota Floppr doing what they did the first time, just trying to make sure they get control of those back P2 spawns. They got to watch out for player 3, who is trying to make a play now as Maui Chums are accruing hardpoint time.
They absolutely are. Maui Chums starting to run away with it a little bit, up 60 points before the pop of this P2. Everlast still has that cruise missile in his back pocket, but for now, Static is going to be kind of the danger for the Minnesota Floppr. He's playing that nuisance role. Cobb, though, he's in a great spot at this back P2 trucks, but you got to find something behind it. You got to get 2, and he does, but no more Minnesota Floppr around. Maui Chums going to get this time for now.
Yeah, Maui Chums are doing a great job of defending off these Minnesota Floppr every time they try to come onto this hill. But there is 3 big kills for the Minnesota Floppr. One last player left, Curdy Jack. Can he hold off these Minnesota Floppr? He's there alone. He cannot, but they got to watch out now for player 2. Making his way down this long hallway. Cobb does see him, but Maui Chums are still there, still on this P2 win. And now the rotation is on for P3. And Maui Chums seem like they got some favorable spawns to get to this hill first. Static, 1892, 2 big kills on the rotation. Maui Chums looking like they're going to stretch this game out here with another big AC hill.
Cobb's trying to make something to happen. He's got a 6 streak right now. He gets that cruise missile, and player 7, that's going to be Chewy. He finds his way up top as well as Flex picks up that knife kill. This becomes a Minnesota Floppr hardpoint, and, I thought Maui Chums were going to get that rotation as well, but no. Forever is trying to make his way up that ladder. Can he make something happen? The pinch is in. Forever does fall, but Chewy still in this orange area as Breezy picks up that kill. It's a big one. 36 seconds left to go on this hill, and this is dagger time right here, Top Life. If Maui Chums can find a good chunk of this, they might run away with this game.
Yeah, Breezy on the 6 on the hill, trying to get to that 200 point mark, trying to keep streaking for his team. 2 Minnesota Floppr. He finds both of them as Breezy is going absolutely crazy down here in this Iron Division on an 8 streak. Trying to get 9, but Flex Luther with the knife is just stabbing kids all night long. 207, 135 is the score line. Bottom Embassy is getting ready to pop off. Minnesota Floppr are here going to contest. Cobb with the 2. Can he get 3? Oh, he does. Chewy finds the 4th. Minnesota Floppr are in this bottom Embassy hill, E-Catch.
I mean, what a big 3-piece out of Cobb right there. The knife with the flare at the end, 32-16. He's absolutely cooking right now for the Minnesota Floppr. None of his teammates too close to him in the kills. He's doing the heavy lifting, no doubt about it, while the squad does the OBJ work, and he's still finding kills all over the place. But the Maui Chums trying to break on in off the back of Static. He finds a big 2-piece. Chewy and Big Dog trying to sneak back in, and they're able to do so. 24 seconds left on the board, and this is Minnesota's road to get back into this one. Big Dog finds that 2-piece, and you got to start that rotation.
Yeah, rotation has to be started by the by the Minnesota Floppr, because you cannot let Maui Chums beat you guys to this rotation. But Maui Chums are there. Big battle in the back between Forever and Cobb. Cobb wins that. Now he's got to try to break his way through the back. They know he is back here. Can Breezy get this kill? No, he cannot. Cobb is being absolutely insane for his squad. 36-17. Minnesota Floppr are in control of this kitchen. It's up to Maui Chums to try to break in. 2 players are there. Big Dog takes down 1. Can he get a second? He gets a second. He is on his own 5 streak of his own. And now Minnesota Floppr, they're still in this game, E-Cash.
There's no trophy on that hill. It's going to be Static, but Flex Luther tries to sneak on in. Cobb's watching over him. They are coming back right now, Top Life Goon. 20 seconds left to go, and they could take the lead here. They were down so far at the end of that P3, but off of the back of a great P4 and a fantastic P5 as well. They make it very close, but as that 4 down happens, this scrap time goes away with Maui Chums, and they're getting closer and closer to that 250 mark. Minnesota Floppr not as far behind, though.
Yeah, man. On this next P1, both teams can win here. Forever is doing a great job of cutting it off. Cobb drops the cruise missile onto that P1 to clear it off temporarily. No teams are there. Minnesota Floppr are the closest to this hill. As they're now on this hill, they cannot give up this scrap time to this Floppr. Another cruise missile just came down for the size of Maui Chums, but that did not hit nothing. It just got information. But Maui Chums are on this hill. No, they're not. Kills are just going back and forth. Both teams are fighting all the way to the end. No team wants to give this up. Minnesota Floppr are now on this hill. Static with the big 2-piece as Breezy now trying to get some hill, but Big Dog is there to get himself another 2-piece. Minnesota Floppr on this hill. No team can win it here, so the rotation to P2 has to be on, Jake.
And a big route out of Everlast to get that back P2 area. He sees Flex Luther over there, but he gets cut down. Player 1, Curdy, he's going to be on the path as well, but Chewy's here to maybe shut him down, and he does. If you're Maui Chums, you got to call on that streak very soon, but Static, he gets cut down as well. The streak is there. Everlast trying to make his way behind these 2 players. He's able to do so, but he doesn't find either. He's got to call on that streak soon because this game could end in a matter of seconds, Top Life.
Flex Luther with another knife kill. Here comes that cruise missile from wherever. Is there a trophy down on the hill? No, there is not. The cruise missile with a big 3, but Big Dog is here. He's hurt. He's hurt, but he's still here playing his hill. Wait for him to get there. Can he get 2? He does find the 2. 6 seconds on Maui knees. Big Dog, he is just shooting this guy. Anybody who comes on the hill. And Minnesota Floppr has came back and won this game. Oh my God, Jake.
I mean, there is so much going on. We've had some fantastic hard points, fantastic maps ones in this day so far. And I mean, Maui Chums, I mean, they almost make it after search and destroy, but you know, you got to think after getting you know, a big lead and losing the map, you know, that's got to be wind out of your sails, Top Life.
Yeah, man. Let's see. Maui Chums, they are going to start off on his offensive side. Static starts off with the first kill on the Chewies. That's a big start off for the Maui Chums. As Breezy, he's going to be the designated bomb carrier for his Maui Chums team. Big Dog in this corner behind this door. Let's see if he can find as Breezy. He does find as Breezy. Can't Curtis Jack get that trade? And there it is. Maui Chums take the round 1 win.
Fantastic round 1 for them. Great way to get back into, you know, the swing of things after a tough map 1 loss. You know, Curdy with a big kill with that Scar in hand. But I like the aggression on that offensive end. That player gets pushed up in that bottom R area and instantly finds that first blood. When you get those first bloods, you know, you're feeling good to win that round. Shout out Everlast for those 2 kills.
Yeah, man. Let's see how Minnesota tries to respond here on their offense. Can they get offensive round win? Looks like they're going to try to go to this A site. You can see that Chewy gets that first blood on the Static, and then Curtis Jack instantly trades that back. Oh, Curtis Jack with another kill before Flex Luther trades him out. 2v2 scenario. Forever takes it down Chewy. Now it's just Flex Luther by himself in a 2v1. Bomb is down that A side. Flex Luther is going to have to make a big play here, Jake.
Yeah, Everlast and Curdy, they've been cooking so far in the search and destroy, putting the Minnesota Floppr in some tough situations. He does make that tree jump, so that could maybe catch somebody off guard. He's got dead silence in the back pocket as well. You see player 3, that's going to be Everlast. He's worried, but the knife kill comes in. And now you can get this bomb down at A.
Yeah, he has full A side control, but you know Flex Luther is running around with the knife in there. Flex Luther with the clutch, man. I mean, this guy right here, man, I don't know what he's doing, but it is working right now for him. Like you said, that knife gives him an extra speed.
Yeah, movement speed, Top Life.
Yeah, and with Daddy, it's just insane. So, man, Flex Luther he's showing us a little something right now. It's 3-1. Minnesota Floppr, big bounce back round. This is a big round right here for both teams here, Jake.
Speed Demon on the map cannot be stopped, and he spawns up and he turns backward. Would love to see him maybe get mixing that bottom R area, but he's playing it safe. You know how it goes. Nobody from the Maui Chums getting too mixy yet. Looks like Minnesota Floppr. They're trying to lean toward that P1.
Yeah, look like they're going towards this B site, trying to slowly get there. But I mean, look like yeah, they are leaning towards P1, defending that, making sure there's no B play going to happen forever. Starts off with the first blood on the Chewy. Now they got that control of the A side. Let that bomb should go down. Big Dog with a trade on it forever. That's a big trade. Flex Luther gets taken down. He's taken down by Static as Breezy with the kill on to Big Dog. Now it's just Cobb by himself in a 1v3. Bomb went down A side, so Cobb was not expecting that play, and Maui Chums have full control of this site. 30 seconds left for Cobb. He's going to have to try to find 3 Maui Chums and a defuse, and he's going to have to try to move a little bit faster than he's moving now because that clock is not stopping. Can he check his first corner? S Breezy right there. He takes down S Breezy, but instantly gets traded out by Static. Maui Chums take the round to go up 2-1.
2-1 now, the Maui Chums. You know, all offenses so far for both of these teams. Static makes the quick play to shut down Cobb. I mean, if he waits a little bit longer, Cobb might hit him with that knife. And, you know, we know how that goes. Only 20 seconds left to go, though, when that kill happened. So it probably wasn't going his way no matter what. But Cobb, after a very fantastic map 1 hard point, going a little bit slow in the search and destroy. I'm sure the Minnesota Floppr, they need him to step it up here because you know, is definitely an explosive player for the squad. You expect him to pick it up in these next coming rounds.
Yeah, and look at the bottom cannon push for Static, trying to get control. He saw that door open. Can he take down Chewy? Does. The Cobb gets the first blood on the map. Cobb with the second, and now it just leaves Curdy Jack by himself in a 1v3. Minnesota Floppr have made their way to the B side. Curdy Jack sees Flex Luther, but Flex takes him down. Minnesota Floppr tied things up at 2-2.
I mean, when you're on that P1 heady, it's just so hard to get cut down off of Flex Luther in the perfect spot right there. Cuts down Curdy, and they close out that round. Now 2-2, back and forth as you would expect, especially after a back and forth HP. Both of these teams, you know, feeling out the map, you know, seeing what these teams like to do, and Minnesota Floppr, they tried to make something happen last round, and it worked in their favor. Let's see what they can do on the defensive, and somebody's got to win a defense, Top Life.
Yeah, man, defense is the name of the game. So let's see if a team could take one here. But right now, they're Static, starting off with another first blood onto Big Dog, which is a big first blood to have for the Maui Chums. A-Site is in control forever. Takes down Chewy. Now it's going to be up to Cobb and Flex as Breezy with the nade forever takes it down that last player and Maui Chums just get the impressive offensive win here.
Yeah, that was a quick one, Top Life. They close that one out with the swiftness. Everlast finds that last kill, and you know, all those kills just fall like dominoes right there. They're just unable to kind of make anything happen on that defensive end. That offense still remaining dominant here in the search and destroy. Now Minnesota Floppr back on it, and you know, you kind of want to keep them moving if you want to go up 2-0 here. You got to keep that offense going back and forth, and it looks like they might be leaning toward P1 this time around.
Yeah, man, looking like they looking like they have some good luck going towards this B side, so they're gonna try it again. Static has only got here for his team. He hasn't made the call out. We're gonna be up to these players for Static doesn't get the first blood on the Flex Luther. Cobb trying to put some shots. Cobb trades him out, but Big Dog is trying to find Curdy Jack, and he did not get him. Curdy Jack did get out with his life. Good play by Curdy Jack. You may have seen Forever. Forever sees Big Dog. Now it's a 3v2 advantage for the size of the Maui Chums. This could be that defense that they need, but Chewy evens the game up to a 2v2. This bomb is down in look like it may be top in a top single building, or it could be on the building. Ooh, Curtis Jack takes down Cobb. Now it's a 1v1. Cobb versus S Breezy. Bomb down, maybe in that top area. Don't know exactly where that bomb is, but this is going to be a big round to change the offensive ties here, Jake.
20 seconds left to go. Cobb K, he's got to make a play. He's on that offensive end. Don't forget, and that bomb is in kind of a tough spot, top single. He's going to run out of time here, but they might meet in the middle. I'm not 100% sure. It doesn't look like Cobb is going to be able to spot him. This round should go the way of the Maui Chums, and Cobb K, he's looking the wrong direction. So Maui Chums put another one on the board, 4-2 now in their favor.
There goes that defense around that we were talking about, and Maui Chums go up now, putting Minnesota Floppr on the back foot. They're going to have to try to win a defense and then take an offense when they get back on the offense to tie things up right now, because you do not want to go down 5-2. It's a tough feat to try to come back from. Maui Chums are getting this bomb. Look like they're going to try to take a play out of Minnesota Floppr player and go to this B-side. Chewy with the first blood on the S. Breezy. Cobb putting shots down, but he did not get the kill on the Curdy Jack, as Curdy Jack have made his way to the A site. Bomb going, I'm about to the B site. Bomb is now going down on B. Minnesota Floppr have to retake this. Oh, Cobb may have just gotten some bad timing.
Maybe 2-2 scenario for both of these teams, but as Curdy Jack picks up that kill, now a 2v1 for Big Dog, and he's in such a tough spot here. 25 seconds left to go on the clock. He's going to have to find both of these kills and the defuse. But, I mean, you're just in such a tough spot here. That B-bomb, once it goes down, I mean, it's just so hard to make that retake happen.
Yeah, and you just see how hard it was for the Minnesota Floppr right there, as Maui Chums start to prove dominance in this Search and Destroy. 3 straight rounds, up 5-2, match point for Maui Chums, and they're going to be on that defensive side. Let's see if Minnesota Floppr could try to string an offense together, or does Maui Chums have this Minnesota Floppr team figured out?
I mean, the 5-2 is a very tough hill to climb. We were talking about that in the last series. The Maui Chums, they're on the defensive end, so maybe Minnesota Floppr could get this comeback started on the right foot, but, you know, you got a feeling they're just feeling comfortable right now. But Cobb K, the big first blood, the trade comes in for Static, but you do have that information.
Yep, big first blood, but now we got a 3v3 scenario. Bombs down in that bottom, in that cannon area. There's a kill right there by Flex Luthor, and it's still a 2v2 advantage, so no team has a man advantage. Minnesota Floppr is a must-win round for them. Chewy does now have the bomb. Look like he's may try to take it to this A site. You got Forever with a great angle onto the bomb from that top area. Look like Minnesota Floppr may be slowly trying to get this bomb to this B site. It's going to be up to Forever to make the call out. Flex Luthor has spotted him up in that top art area, backing him down, making him slow down. Now it's a Minnesota Floppr retreat back to this A site, but player one, Curdy Jack, may be here to make the read. No, he retreats, he runs back. I think they probably thought it may be going to be bombed down on this A site. Curdy Jack is here, putting down the shots. Flex Luthor, big kill to make this a 2v1 between him and Forever. They know exactly where Forever is, so now Forever's gonna have to make a play with these Minnesota Floppr players. Minnesota Floppers know exactly where he's at. Now it's a 1v1. Forever versus Flex Luthor. Forever making a play through the back. Can he make his way through the back? Oh, he finds Flex. And that is the round for the Maui Chums.
Perfect plays out of Everlast to close out this S&D in 8. And you know that I saw that as a possibility, especially after how good Maui played that opening of that hard point. You know, you felt like maybe they let it slip, and it seemed like that was the case. They were looking at
they did. In that embassy, it could be all different, but we are here. Minnesota Floppr are gonna be on defense. Maui Chums are on this offensive side. Looks like they're gonna favor this A side. Kill starting off favorable for the Minnesota Floppr as they start off with 3 opening kills. There is a trade now as Static makes his way onto this A site. Now you can see that there's 2 players on this A site, could be 3. Word to Gems, they have stacked this A site. All 4 players of Maui Chums are on this A site. This should go very quick as 2 players get taken down. Static is the last man up for his team, and that's why you stack the point. Because if all you guys go down, you guys can still hold it down. But Cobb is there to make sure that last segment does not go through.
Now the Maui Chums, they're forced yet again to try to bang out this A point, and you know they're kind of stuck in the spawn trap right now. You see that kill feed, purple as can be. You got Chewy holding down the cross, and Big Dog locking down the B site just in case anybody decides to go that way. More kills going the way of the Floppr, and Maui Chums, I mean, their lives are dwindling quite quick.
Yeah, but you can see as Breezy has made his way over there to that B site. But you gotta watch out for Big Dog, who has top barrel control, but Big Dog cannot find a kill. Curdy Jack with a kill in that bar area. So this B site, they're trying to get control of it. They got 2 players on this site. They're trying to get B out the way. Static getting aggressive, making sure his team now has that top bedroom control. He jumps out. Word to Gems, attacking the B side. B should be out the way. And they have 1 segment to go on A side. 1:35 on the clock. They are down in lives, so it could be tough, but it's doable here, eCash.
No doubt about it, because they already got 2 ticks on that A point. So 1 break from the Maui Chums, and you can guarantee a round win for them if they play it right, especially when you got player 1 and player 2 trying to pinch onto that hill. But the team nade is not how you want to start things, no doubt about it. Curdy Jacks hops onto that point, though. They got 2 players here, and Minnesota Floppr, they're going to have to make a push.
Yeah, they're trying to make the push, and the push was not in time. Maui Chums take that opening round offense, and it looked very clean from their side. Minnesota Floppr are going to have to respond here when they get on their offensive side, but Maui Chums, they looked very good on their offense there, Jake.
Yeah, they absolutely did. They get that B point. You know, it was a slow start for them. You know, like we were saying, you know, they were getting spawn trapped for a minute, and then they make their way over to B, and then they seamlessly take it over to that A site. So, you know, Maui Chums, they're going to be dangerous in this offense. Let's see how dangerous they are on the defense.
And Minnesota Floppr looking like they're choosing to go for this A side, get A out the way first, which is not a bad play. As Breezy does get the first blood, but man, oh man, Curdy Jack with the Kobe nade, getting 2 of those Minnesota Floppers out of that freezer area. But Chewy has snuck his way onto his A side, waiting for his teammates to get there. The only closest player from Maui Chums is player 1. That's Curdy Jack, and Cobb has pointed right at him. He gets taken down. Oh, you can see that the split has happened as one player trying to make his way over to that B side, but he gets taken down. But that is what Minnesota Floppr needed to back these Maui Chums players off. Let them get control of that A side. Now there's another minute to play with. They're down by 1 life, and they're making their way over to this B side.
They absolutely are. They get that A point quite quickly. They got a lot of time left on the clock. The lives, though, still in the Maui Chums' favor. Everlast trying to play some trigger discipline here, but he spots another one in front of him. I'm not sure if he spotted him. Breezy is able to pick him up, and, you know, Maui Chums, they just have so much map control for the time being. Minnesota Floppr, they're going to have to find some kills, but Everlast with 1 HP remaining, he goes on a 5.
Man, these Maui Chums, they're just picking up as the gun kill feed is all blue, and Static picks up 2, looking for his 3rd, but this player just barely gets out with his life. B control is all of Maui Chums right now. Minnesota Floppr trying to make a play. You got Chewy trying to go on that long route. Big Dog did get 1 kill. Chewy with another. That could be with Minnesota Floppr. They gotta find 2 more kills, and they're good. Curdy Jack on this bar here. He gets taken down. That's what they need. They gotta find player 2 who's in this top little balcony area being a nuisance. I think if they don't find him, he's gonna forever. It's just making those big plays that his team needs him to make as he clears Minnesota off this hill.
Yeah, he cleans up 3 with the swiftness. He's on a 9, almost making a 10. He's got the other gun, put some style on it. Flex Luther gets cut down. He's on a 10 break top life, Goon. He is cooking, and he's on an 11. 12 kills to his name, and 11 of them have happened in this life.
Yeah, man. That is just so bad if you are a Minnesota Floppr. He is just continuing to fight now. He is out of bullets. Well, I guess he has an unlimited clip. I don't know what's going on with that kill feed down there. But 6 lives is all Minnesota Floppers have to try to get to the site. And forever is staying alive forever in this map. 12 streak right now to his name. That Minnesota Floppr are slowly trying to make their way to the site. The last 4 lives, they got to jump. There they go.
He's going to do it again.
On and there is Forever with that 13th streak. Man, EJ, I mean, Forever just put on the show. Put on the show here for the Kai Regley, for you guys there in the audience who came and tuned in with us tonight. Forever is putting on an absolutely performance for you guys.
Yeah, and I mean that's just what happens if you're gonna you know kind of neglect that top plat area, you run that risk. It's like Forever's going to target you, and he is shooting right now. He has unlimited bullets, like you were saying, Top Life Goon. He's still on that streak, 13 to be exact. He would have gotten 2 cruise missiles by now if he used one of them, but still one in the back pocket. Let's see if he can extend this streak.
Oh, and he starts off with the first of blood. So that is 14. So I guess we're gonna have to just keep our eyes on Everlast until he goes down. But now they got the 2-sec on to this A site, Minnesota Floppr. They gotta try to get to this A site. Maybe just a defense beat. Here comes Chewy through the back. There is 3 big kills.
No.
4 big kills, and there goes that streak for Everlast. Minnesota Floppr are defending off that A side, not letting that second segment go through. They got to win this defense here. It's a must-win defense to stay in this map. As you can see, the players are kind of spread out, and Maui Chums has made their way to this B site now, Jake. And they got 1 player on A, so this is going to be kind of tricky if you're a Minnesota Floppr here.
Yeah, you got Breezy on this B point trying to lock it down. Is he able to get one? He has not been able to yet, but he plays enough of a distraction role that the rest of the Maui Chums are able to go over to A and get it cleanly. Minute 53 left on the clock. 23 lives apiece, but you already got 1 tick onto B if you are the Maui Chums. I feel like 1 clean break, you're able to make your way onto this.
Yeah, man, Minnesota Floppr, they got to defend this off. They're going to keep this map going right here. They do not want to go down the road, but it looks like Cobb is starting to pick up where he left off. He is currently on a 5 streak, 15 and 13. He's gonna have to pick it up some more for his team. Curtis Jack has snuck his way onto this hill. Kill feed lights up, 26 kills for the Minnesota Floppr. That is big. Last player there is player 3. That's Static, but Static is in their spawns, and that is a great spot for Static to be, so he can start spawning these Minnesota Floppers on top of that A site, and it can make it easier for his team to jump onto that B site.
Yeah, Static is in a very dangerous position right now. He should spot Chewy, and he does. At leaves Flex Luther kind of all alone bottom bed, and I'm pretty sure Static is aware of it. He is able to get that kill as well. Everlast cutting down that spa cross. He's staying alive. Cobb is able to pick him up, but the last player alive is going to be Chewy in this middle side of the map. Cobb is able to find him. The second tick comes on through, but it's going to be Breezy still alive. They got to fight back in because they'll cap this one quick.
Yeah, 2 players down, now just 1. Oh, Flex Luther and Big Dog, 2 big kills, but Static is there. They're just fighting back and forth. Every time you see you got a little bit of control of this hill, players are there 10 to 11 lives, favoring Minnesota Floppr. So if this trade fence goes back and forth, it would favor the Minnesota Floppr right now as they're just going back and forth. 2 big kills, 1 team kill on to Chewy that tied the kills back and forth. So that is not what you wanted if you're Minnesota Floppr, but they do just pick up 2 big kills in the kill feed. We got Maui Chums now just trying to slow it down a little bit. They still got 30 seconds, 7 lives. So that is about 2 pushes almost for every player to try to get there. 2 kills that just happened in their favor. They're getting closer to this B site. Everlast now has jumped onto the site. Minnesota Floppr have to get there, but Flex Luther has taken the spot of Forever on that top balcony, but they cannot find Curdy Jack until he gets taken down. 3 lives are left for the Maui Chums. Can they get here? It's a battle. Nonetheless, now it's only left to the last 2 players, Forever and Static. Static did jump on, but he gets shut out. Now it's up to Forever. Forever versus all of the Floppr. Can he do it? No, he cannot. And Minnesota Floppr put a map round on the board.
They absolutely do. That's the step for them in the right direction to find this map win, because it was looking slow for them for a moment, and that one could have gone either way. Most definitely the Maui Chums had their fair share of moments where they could have taken that one home, but Minnesota Floppr are able to close out that round. Now Everlast 20 and 12, still cooking, but he's got Static not far behind him at 16 and 12. The Minnesota Floppr playing more of a teamwork game, and it's working out for them in that round. Let's see if they can do it on the offensive end.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to try to push 3 players through this mid site, and they are going to go for this A site, you know, get A out the way. Big Dog Cobb with the first 2 kills for Minnesota Floppers. That's big. Cody Jack did get a trade with the nade, but still got 2 players from Minnesota Floppr on this A site. Maui Chums are not sending no resources there as of yet. Now you can see 2 players trying to go to the back, but Big Dog is playing here to play cut off. Can he cut him off? No, he cannot, but the callouts have been made. But Maui Chums light up the kill feed, take down all of the Minnesota Floppr. Currently, you know, taking away that second segment on that A site, and now Minnesota Floppr are trying to fight in, trying to they do get in. They gotta watch out for Breeze making the pinch to the back.
He
Oh, he ran
almost
out of
finds
bullets.
3 right there. I mean, that was almost dangerous. No doubt about it, top life goon. But the one thing they got to worry about is there's a player on B. He does get picked up, and Static's still lingering around. I mean, they got them off A, and they're just running out the clock right now.
Yeah, man, 21 and 19 are the lives in favor. So, you know, they're doing an okay job, Minnesota Floppr, of getting to these points, but they gotta watch out for these players from Maui Chums just sneaking around the hallway side as Static is just going absolutely crazy. He's going from side to side, side to side. Doesn't matter where Static is going. As he's watching him just oh my God. As he gets another big kill, but Flex Luther trades him out. And now he's on to this A site with his teammate Cobb. They can get this A out the way, put another minute on the clock. They're down 18 to 14 with the lies. But it's B side. They're gonna have to just take their time, get a couple kills that go in their favor, and they can stack this point and win this round.
They're going to try to push through this P2 side of the map, and I like it. Player 7 and player 6 both doing it. You have player 8 and 5 trying to make that pinch happen. Not sure if Static spotted him. I'm pretty sure he did. They make their way into Spa, and now all of the Minnesota Floppr are ready to hop on this point. It's up to S Breezy and Everlast to try to shut this down, but we know how he is from this spot. He does get cut down, but S Breezy still lingering around, and Cobb, he is able to pick him up, but the rest of the Minnesota Floppr fall as well, so another push from Spawn starts.
Yeah, here it goes right now. I mean, I thought the push was in. The break was almost there, but forever in that crazy spot. You know, one. But there's a king kill by S Breezy. They may not help out the Maui Chums, but you got to watch out for player 2 forever. He's making his way to that balcony area like he likes to do, just slowly making his way through the back. There is one player, now 2 players on this side. There's forever on to this balcony area where he loves to be. They got to watch out for a big dog now has touched the point, but it's just going to be too much pressure now for Maui Chums. They got to watch out for Forever. Forever's in that power position that he likes to be in. They got to take him out of there. Oh, Flex gets him out of there. But there's only 5 lives for Minnesota Floppr. They can't, now only 4. So they're going to have to play this very perfectly to get to the site. A good wipe. They can jump on the side. Time is not on their favor, but they blocked up Forever. Cobb goes chase him down. That's a big kill to get. 7 of 4 in lives. Now 6 to 2. 2 big kills happening for Maui Chums. Chewy is here. He is on his B side. Clock is stopped. Him and Big Dog. Big Dog gets taken down. Now it's all up to Chewy. He cannot find that Maui Chum player. And Maui Chum take the win. Take the map 3-1.
They take that map 3-1. They do so in very solid fashion as well. They looked polished on that map. They looked comfortable, and they were able to close it out in 4 right there. No need to go to that round 5. And you know, a lot of that brute force is off the time to time. You know, it's just really how you play it, how you can lock down these hills, how you can get some solid teamwork going, how you find that W.
And we're starting off here. Maui Chums are on that favorable side to the P1, so they could try to get there first, but they did not. They let Minnesota Floppr jump onto this hill first. Maybe they're trying to go for those P2 spots, as they did get the P2 spots. So the P2 spots were working out, or they did get their get this P2 spots to work out in their favor, but they let Minnesota Floppr accrue 18 seconds of hardpoint time. Now Minnesota Floppr trying to make this hill a big, strong hill for themselves as they just continue to keep players around the hill, keep defending off these Maui players as they try to attack. But Cody Jack, 2 big kills trying to be on this hill. Minnesota Floppr, they're there. I think the spawns may have now flipped again, so Minnesota Floppr have the favorable spawns.
You do have player 4 working around the back. That's S Breezy, but as he gets cut down, things get dangerous for the Maui Chums. You see player 1 spawns so far away along with player 2. They just have a big spread on this map right now. This is a big time for the Minnesota Floppr to get a big chunk of time and start out this hard point on the right foot. But Breezy's got something to say about it. Big two-piece out of him, and now it's going to be Big Dog and Cobb all alone left on hill. But Everlast, he was ready for that corner.
Yeah, man. Yes, he was. He was ready for corner, but Cobb is here for the trade. Cobb 6-1 hard point demon, showing us what he does best, and that is play him some hard point. Minnesota Floppr getting up to a big lead as they just been dominating these opening 2 hills. This rotation of P3 is on right now. Player 7, that is Chewy. He's trying to be in the back, trying to angle the spawns for his team. You can see all of Maui Chums coming through that gate. There's going to be a big kill for Chewy. Chewy get one. Chewy finds forever. He finds Curdy Jack, and Chewy have just secured the P3 spawns for the Minnesota Floppr. Now Maui Chums gonna try to fight in from the back foot and get onto this P3.
That's Breezy still alive though, and he's been a danger so far for the Minnesota Floppr, but as he gets cut down, you still have Cobb K out front. The pinch is on the hill, but Chewy with a team kill. I mean, it's just back and forth, back and forth. At least if you're the Minnesota Floppr, Maui Chums may have had the early rotation toward that hill, but they are not getting a lot of time, no doubt about that, especially when Cobb and Flex are popping kills like that.
Yeah, they finally just now got the Maui Chums players to spawn out, so they finally get this last 30 seconds, but Maui Chums are still throwing their resources at it. They're still throwing their gunnies at it, but they get taken down. Static finally gets taken down. There should be a rotation now to P4 as these Minnesota Floppr players, as these Maui Chums players spawn up. You can see that's what they do. They go right to this next hill, P4, but Jake, look at the score, 115-12, Minnesota Floppr.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen this before, though. We saw the LA Dweebs come back into this hard point in the last series around. Obviously, this is a different situation, so it'd be interesting to see it happen twice, but you are correct, Top Life. The Minnesota Floppr are absolutely running away with this one so far after some great kills from Cobb and Flex. Chewy with a big two-piece as well on that P3, so Cobb 13-5, Flex not far behind, 12-5. Everyone's cooking on the Minnesota Floppr right now, but Maui, they got the hill for the time being.
Yeah, they need to hold this whole 30 seconds right now. They cannot let Minnesota Floppr break back in for any more of this scrap time for anything, and that's what they did. Great job. 3 kills. Clear out these Minnesota Floppr. Minnesota Floppr just give this rotate. Big Dog has been spotted by S Breezy, and he gets taken down. The rotation is on right now. Flex with a big kill on the static. They got to find player 4. That's S Breezy. He gets taken down. So Minnesota Floppr are in a good position to hold down this next hill. Cobb getting pushed up and make sure he can stop some of these players from Maui Chums trying to come from this Gallo side. And he's doing a good job at that so far. But Minnesota Floppr on top of this hill. Doing 3 kills though. Go in the favor of Maui Chums. Now they're on the hill, and that is what they need to do to come back in this game.
Absolutely. They find some solid time on this hill. You know, they can easily find their way back into this game. I mean, they've already kind of made it happen after that P4. They kind of snuck back in, you know, kind of secretly. But, you know, this game a little bit closer than it once was, no doubt about it. But you're still not comfortable yet if you are the Maui Chums, but they have been cooking so far ever since that P3 ended. Curdy's been cooking. Breezy's on a 4. A cruise missile would make all the difference here.
Yeah, man, you can see that. You can see they're all trying to work for it as they're all currently on streaks right now. The closest one who can get it is Everlast now, but this rotation of P1 has to happen right now. Minnesota Floppr are here. Everlast with 4, trying to get his 6. Well, he gets 5, trying to find his 6th kill, but he gets taken down. Maui Chums, they are on this hill, slowly crawling their way back in this game as Curtis Jack is accruing this hard point time. They got complete control. Cobb with the cruise, dropping down, getting 2 with the teammate, but Maui Chums are still on this hill. Static is still in that box truck area, holding it down for his team. Cobb trying to cut off these Maui Chums players from coming through, from that P2 side. Maui has the favorable spawns, but it's going to be up to Minnesota Floppr trying to hold the rest of this time and try to get some of that hard point and try to flip those spawns.
I mean, that's big scrap time for the Maui Chums, as well as they have that rotation toward the P2. But you see the Minnesota Floppr, they are flying through that open side of the map right there. It's a tough tough world for Everlast right now at this back steps, but big team kill out of Chewy for the Maui Chums. Maui Chums have made their way all the way back into this game, only down 16 points now, and if they break this hill, they're going to take the lead here.
And they have broken in. They got to watch out for one player in the back, and that is Big Dog. Big Dog made the big play for his team to get in. He's got to find Everlast. Oh, big kill onto Everlast right there. Static is on here.
Oh, no.
And all he needs to do is just contest enough for his team to get there. He finds one. Almost finds the second, but Chewy takes him down. You see the rotation now is on for Maui Chums. They got this player, they got the spawn back there, so now they're rotating back. Player 2 Static is going to try to play cutoff in top art as these players are going to try to rotate through to this back. Cobb, he snuck his way through this back gate. He may have to watch his back as player 1 is right behind him as he takes down S Breezy. Curdy Jack is there for the trade, and that's what Maui Chums needed to make this a power hero for themselves.
They got a nice crossfire from Everlast and Static right here. They're not ready for him. Everlast still cutting down players. He's a dangerous player when he gets in these power spots, and this is the Maui Chums route to make their way back into this game. He's going on another streak, but he can't extend it. The Maui Chums still have those spawns, though, but Minnesota Floppr spawning very close by at that P5.
Yeah, they're trying to get in. They're just getting chopped down. Those Minnesota Floppr players are as 3 kills go in the favor for Maui Chums. Big Dog does stop that bleeding real quick as he gets on the hill, but he gets taken down by Curtis Jack. Now Minnesota Floppr are trying to fight in. They're going to be down in this game if they do not break into this hill. They're probably just going to give it up, but as Breezy, 2 big kills. Now he's already starting to get this rotation on for his team, trying to make sure they control that Cannon Hill and in these Minnesota Floppr here. Minnesota Floppr are on the hill first, but you can see the pressure that is there for the Maui Chums.
There absolutely is. S Breezy, he was playing ratty right there, and it paid off in the end of it. Flex is trying to sneak his way onto the point, but he doesn't know where Static is. There's Maui Chums stacked all over the place, and they've taken quite the sizable lead now. Top Life, the biggest lead so far, no doubt about it, for the Maui Chums. Don't forget, they were down over 100 points just one rotation of hills ago at this exact point. So they've turned it around. They flipped the game on his head, and S Breezy is the one turning up for the Maui Chums this time around. He may have 6 seconds of time, but he's 22-14, and he's got a cruise.
Yeah, that cruise missile is much needed to seal this game off. They cannot win it here, but the hill does go to an outside area, so that cruise missile will be beneficial here if his team cannot get a break on. But now, when this hill pops off, Maui Chums can win it here. Only 14 seconds away from calling this game. Minnesota Floppr gotta hold off as best as they can. Kill fees is going back and forth. Now it's lighting up in their favor for the Minnesota Floppr. They gotta find S Breezy. S Breezy has snuck onto the hill. Cobb is being the first medical contest. Cobb with the big 2-piece. The game is not ending here just yet for the Minnesota Floppr, but look at those spawns. Favorable for the Maui Chums. Cruise missile comes in, does not hit, but the information is there. Maui Chums break in through that back. Like, there's 12 seconds. All they need to win this game. Flex Luther from top single doing all he can to hold them off. He's got his team upset 200
they can get him so close.
They cannot win it here. So his rotation is going to be big, and Minnesota Floppr are there first, baby.
The cruise missile gets called in. Cobb's got another one, and he pops 2, but one of them's his teammate, Flex Luther. He's going to run in front of player 3 as well, but he gets the kill with the knife as he jumps in the air. I'm not sure how that happens. They stack the hill. 2 Minnesota Floppr on that time, and they still need 37 seconds to get this map win, but they could do it, but 2 players spawn out. They're not ready for this one, Top Life.
Oh, maybe they are. Flex Luther tries to turn his gunny around, but he does not get it turned around. He's got that one player in box truck. Can he play his life long enough to get this kill? Oh, no, he does not. 2 seconds left. Flex Luther has to get there. He does not. Maui Chums take that 250 to 225. And Jake, man, these teams gave us 2 good hard points. I mean, they were just awesome to cast and awesome to watch.